Ever wondered if the end of the world could be fun? We're so used to bleak, gray depictions of post-apocalyptic life. But some shows dare to be different. And they embrace color, comedy, and a surprising amount of hope. Let's explore some series that prove the apocalypse doesn't always have to be depressing. The idea of societal collapse conjures images of desperation and ruin. But what if, amidst the chaos, there was room for laughter, adventure, and even a little bit of joy? Several shows have flipped the script, offering a refreshing take on the end of days. First up is Cobsey. Forget somber survival stories. This series is a wild, genre-bending ride. A group escorts a survivor of a zombie bite across the country, encountering radioactive mutants and, yes, even zombie tornadoes. It's chaotic, absurd, and delightfully over the top. And then there's adapting the beloved video game franchise set centuries after a nuclear war. This series is surprisingly bright and colorful. It blends retro futuristic aesthetics with dark comedy, creating a unique and entertaining world where life finds a way, even amidst the ruins. It takes a different approach. It's probably taking decades after societal collapse. The open roads are ruled by violence, but this show leans heavily into action comedy with explosive car chases and a gleefully unhinged tone. It's pure, unapologetic fun. And proving that the end of civilization doesn't have to be serious. And then Netflix's reimagines the apocalypse through a youthful lens. Teenagers form rival tribes in a stylized version of California, blending pop culture references with a post-apocalyptic setting. It's energetic, funny, and visually bold, proving that stories about the end of the world can still be vibrant. Begins with a devastating premise, but quickly reframes it as a comedy. Will Forte plays a lonely survivor who makes the most of his situation, decorating his home with priceless artifacts. It's a surprisingly hopeful series that finds humor and connection even after the end. And these shows demonstrate that apocalyptic storytelling doesn't have to be grim. They prove that even in the face of disaster, there's room for laughter, adventure, and a little bit of optimism. And they remind us that even when the world ends, life in some form goes on. And speaking of going on, remember, if the apocalypse does happen, don't forget your sense of humor. You'll need it to negotiate with the mutant squirrels. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, at least